which is about 3.5, 4 hours. We have another hour and a half to our next gas station stop. I always fill up there because there's not a lot of gas stations up by camp. So we'll stop there, and that's about another hour and a half there. We're on schedule probably to get into camp around 12:30, 1 in the morning. If you haven't seen the Instagram story leading into this trip, I woke up this morning and noticed that my truck was leaking some fluid. I thought it was oil, called the dealership, went into the dealership, ended up being transmission, some seal on the transmission cooling. I don't know, I'm not a mechanic, but end of the story is they couldn't get it fixed. They gave me an Equinox as a loaner, got that home, realized it didn't have a hitch, so I couldn't put the hitch hole on, couldn't get all the gear to fit in, so we are in my wife's Jeep, and we are filled to the gills. There's barely room back here for Millie, and everything else is full of gear. So we just stopped at Sheetz. Cannot travel through Pennsylvania without stopping at Sheetz, right, bud?
Yes.
What do you got, the burger and the fries?
Yeah, burger and fries, that's all.
And I went with the spicy chicken. I always go, and that's my phone. Always go with the spicy chicken. So got some Black Rifle coffee to get me through the rest of the night. And you got a Powerade here, and hopefully we'll be at camp in what, 3 hours?
Yeah.
And then we'll be in the tree stand tomorrow afternoon.
Hi.
All right.
Good morning. This is our first morning at camp in PA. We got these just cracking egg for breakfast. We got 3 protein packets, bacon, cheese, and sausage. We need 1 egg to have this. Crack the egg.
All right, so I'll help you with the egg.
Thank you.
Actually.
So I'm gonna go put some bacon in this. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Now cheese. Doesn't really matter what order you put it in. Just putting it in this way. There's some sauce.
You got a helper there.
No, really. Now we just stir it up. This is the sharp cheddar pork sausage and bacon. So hopefully this is going to taste good. Because everything that's got bacon in it tastes good.
Oh, you gotta cook. Did you just try eating that raw?
No, I didn't. Now we cook it in for 30 to 40 seconds.
How about we read the directions?
Hopefully this is going to taste good.
It's gonna taste better than it did raw.
Okay, it will.
All right, so we got it out.
And this is what it looks like.
Looks like a little scrambled omelet.
It does.
Stir it up. 1 bite. Are you going out of 10 or out of 5?
I'm going out of 10.
Out of 10? All right.
I'll give him 9.5.
9? Wow, that's a bold score.
Yeah, 9.5 is really good.
Do you think one of those will be enough for you for the tree stand?
Yeah, one of this. Well, maybe one more, but yeah, this is like.
Your daddy might need 5 of them. So, all right.
Yeah.
We'll see you out in the woods.
We had a change of plans. We were supposed to go grouse hunting, but we found 2 guys, and and we were hoping to find their deer. So.
Sit. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go down now.
Big doe. Yeah. You got a lot of logs to lift it up over on. Oh yeah, she is a big one. Holy hell yeah. Oh yeah. I would have fell 15 times and Wouldn't have been able to move. Oh yeah, that was a shot.
Oh, that's a nice one. We found the other one. It's back down the hill. On the hill. There. And we're trying to find the second one. You see it? We got it!
Yeah, Billy found it.
We got it! Like you said, we did not get this. 2 other people did. This is hard. Very hard. Oh! That's a big one! Whoa! That's bigger than some of your bucks, Daddy.
Wait.
Look at that. Oh, no. Come on. Ow! Oh.
You're good. Take her all the way down, or do you want to better up here?
I think this one's bigger than that. We'll just install. I might like crawl under these.
If you move fast through the mountain with a deer, then I can with the hog one.
We're just helping out a few guys. Whew.
All right, so we got a little delay on our way up here. We're going to try to do some grouse hunting before we take Declan out for his first youth sit here up at the cabin. And we were driving back one of the logging roads back to an area that I've seen grouse, and we noticed that these 2 gentlemen were pulled off the side of the road. So we stopped, talked to them, and they actually just shot 2 doe. So the senior rifle hunt is actually in right now for doe, and they shot 2 really big doe.
They were.
I mean, they were bigger body than some bucks that I've shot, but they were way up on this hill. It was probably what 200-300 yards up there.
Yeah, probably.
They were in their late 60s, and we offered to help to drag them out. Declan did some videoing, and they were really grateful. So, you know, when you're out there in the woods, you come across other hunters, especially hunters that, you know, might be older, or I think the one hunter was actually handicapped.
Yeah.
You know, offer your time up. Just do the right thing. They were really nice guys. They were really appreciative, and we really enjoyed helping them.
Yeah.
Huh? So we're going to load up here. We're going to get the grouse gun, my over and under. Millie's taking a combat dump over there, and we're going to run back some of these old logging roads and see if we can find a grouse. And then hit the woods this afternoon and see if we can get you a deer.
Yeah.
Hunt them up. Hunt them up. Hey. Hey. No. Hey. Hey. Millie. Go. Millie. Millie. Come on, get in here. Line it up. Line it up.
I think we have some grouse here. This would make us fair if we got some.
All right. Headed in for our first sit of the trip. We were out grouse hunting this morning. Helped those guys drag those doe out. And now it's deer time. We got 5 sits. We got tonight, Friday morning, Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night. We're headed in. You can see, sorry, I'm out of breath. I just woke up a hill. I'm out of shape. There's this clear cut here. I think it's 5, 7, I don't know, 10 years. It's thick, but not too thick. The deer bed in there. Derek and I hunted this last November and saw all kinds of tracks and scrapes and rubs. And then you have this clear cut behind me, which is newer, still has a fence, like an 8-foot fence. So we're gonna go up here behind me, and we're gonna hunt the back side of this old clear cut. There's a hard transition between the clear cut and the hardwoods. And like I said last year, there was a lot of deer movement. My dad had game camera set up over the summer, and there was a lot of movement. So I'm optimistic. Between Declan and I, we can each shoot a buck. Between my dad, Declan, and I, we can each shoot a doe, and my dad can shoot a bear. So we have no shortage of tags. So let's just hope something comes through, and we can make a good shot. So my dad and Declan got a head start, so I'm going to catch up to them, and I'll see you guys in the tree.
We just got all set up. It's low. Well, this is hunt number 2. After we saw the other hunter come in and see us and still went by, we started packing up and we didn't see anything. But hopefully we can see, maybe we'll see something this afternoon.
After the morning sit, we decided to check out this one area that we've never hunted before and do some midday scouting.
Just got to our secret hunting spot. We found one pile of poop and two scrapes. One nice one. And then one that's over there, and that's still decent. So we're thinking of coming in here during hunting hours and maybe get something tonight. And now we're gonna go put up my dad's cell camera.
All right, so we're headed back in. We scouted that spot today midday. We found a bunch of fresh sign. We found 2 fresh scrapes, a couple fresh rubs, a bunch of droppings. We kind of cleared out the bottom of 2 trees if we decide to go in there with the crossbow. So it's kind of in a safety zone, so we can't use the muzzle loader there. And my dad won't be able to come along with the rifle. But we're gonna keep it in mind maybe for tomorrow. But we're headed into a spot that my dad and I put a double stand, ladder stand. The wind's not great, but all the hard work that we put in setting this damn thing up, we figured might as well sit in it at least once. So that's where we're headed right now. We'll sit there tonight, and depending on if we see anything or not, we'll maybe call an audible and go to the ground tomorrow morning. So we'll see you guys in the tree. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight's set. As you just heard, we have people walking behind us with their dogs, talking and yelling and have a good time. We're on public property, so they're not doing anything wrong. They're just not helping us get a deer. So we have about 15 minutes left of legal light, but we're gonna pack up and head down. We did hear a gunshot off in the direction of where my dad's hunting, so I don't know, maybe we'll get lucky and maybe he's got one down and we can go help him drag it out. But we got tomorrow morning and tomorrow night yet, and then we're headed back to Connecticut. All right, we're calling an audible. It is 10 a.m. It's supposed to rain here at the cabin the rest of the day, and we were scheduled to go back tomorrow morning. Can't hunt Sunday. Well, you can't hunt most Sundays in Pennsylvania. There's a few sprinkled in there, but this isn't one of them tomorrow. So we're headed down to my parents' house, southern Pennsylvania, down in York County. My dad's had a camera set up there for a while, and he's been getting some doe and some smaller bucks on camera. Declan, being a youth, can shoot pretty much any buck.
Still good enough if I get a small one.
That's right. They have a 3-point antler restriction for adults. Declan doesn't have to follow that, being a youth. So if you want to use a football analogy, this is, 4th down and 20. Down by, we'll say 6. I don't know. I don't watch football. Down by 6, and we got to do a Hail Mary. So your seatbelt's on one.
Oh.
So we're gonna do a Hail Mary. We're gonna drive 3.5 hours, the opposite direction of home for one sit, maybe 3 hours at most, and then get up in the morning and drive 6 hours back to Connecticut. So, like I said, it's our 4th down and long, down by 6. It's our Hail Mary time. So you better be Tom Brady.
What?
Yeah, I guess he's a good football player,
okay.
Quarterback. I don't know. All right, so 3.5 hours. Got to boogie down to York, get everything unpacked, find our hunting stuff, and get out in the tree.
Well, we just arrived at our destination, and my dad is unpacking some things. So we're gonna get everything settled, get ready, and head out to the tree stand. Hopefully we see something today.
All right, so we're on our way back home. As you just saw in the video, we did have a shot opportunity last night.
Yes.
And everything went as planned until Declan's bolt hit a quarter-inch vine.
Yes.
Probably less than a quarter inch. Definitely smaller than your pinky, I think. Neither of us saw it.
But it really played a big part.
It definitely played a role in your arrow not hitting the deer.
Yes.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Even though it was dead on.
Yep. We watched the video back and broke it down in slow-mo. And Pete, actually, I sent the video to Pete while we were still in the tree stand. And I didn't notice it at first. I thought maybe you just aimed low or didn't use the right sight.
And yeah, I was dead on.
And you were dead on. I was watching the video back zoomed in to make sure it didn't hit the deer, and I didn't see the actual bolt hit the tree. Pete watching it actually in Hawaii. It's like in the NFL or in the hockey when they give the instant replay. We sent it back to the booth, and Pete analyzed the video, and he's the one that actually saw the stick.
Really?
Yeah. So it happens. You know, honestly, looking back, I don't think we could even see that branch.
I'll have to thank him for getting me off the
hook and doing something wrong. But yeah, after that, another deer came in. We weren't able to get it on video because I was in the process of getting the crossbow reloaded. I think we switched seats at that point.
Yes.
So there was a lot going on in the tree stand.
Yeah.
But yeah, another doe came in. She was about 38, 40 yards.
Yeah.
She was kind of angled away. I didn't really like the shot angle. I didn't like the distance, and we made the decision to not shoot. The crossbow is zeroed in out to 50, but not knowing exactly if it was the same deer or not, the deer was more on alert. Just a lot of things that went into the decision. Yeah, well, a lot of things could have happened. But ultimately, I made the decision to not take the shot for you. And hopefully when we come back down on Thanksgiving, you can get another crack at it. Or maybe your sister can get a shot. It was a blast. Even though we didn't harvest anything, you know, we made memories that we'll remember the rest of our lives. And got to spend time with Poppy up at camp. Your first trip to hunting camp. So it probably means more to me, this trip, than it does to you. But when you're older, maybe you'll appreciate it.
Yep.
So what do you want to tell everybody? Say thanks for watching.
Yep.
Hit that like button, right? Make sure they subscribe.
Yep. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button.
Subscribe.
The subscribe button.
Have a little too much candy this morning?
No.
All hopped up on sheet chocolate?
I haven't even had any.
Yeah. But yeah, so hit that subscribe button. Hopefully we'll get Declan or Sloan or maybe both of you guys back out in the stand for Thanksgiving and then maybe after Christmas.
Keep watching.
Yep. Headed back to Connecticut, see if I can fill some tags there. And I still have tags here in Pennsylvania as well. So until next time.